Hey there, welcome. Today I just want to talk to you guys about how much it actually costs to buy a house. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the upfront cost, the amount of money that you need now, and the amount of money that you will need later. So upfront, you will need your earnest money. Earnest money is like your promise note, your deposit for the home, whether it's a new construction home or a resale home. That is like your foot in the game. Typically, earnest money is around $1,000. That money is credited back to you at closing. The next thing that you'll be paying for is an inspection. While an inspection is not mandatory, it is highly recommended. An inspection will determine if you want to move forward with the purchase of a home, because it will tell you any defects, anything that's wrong with it, if it needs a new HVAC, if it needs new plumbing, whatever the case may be. Those are things that your inspector should be able to pull out of that inspection report. You're charged based upon the square footage of the home, maybe even if there's a basement or if it's a condo, a townhome. All the fees are different, but in my experience, the inspectors that I use charge typically between $300 and $500. Able to go down that report, look at things, and at that time you're able to negotiate with the seller repairs that may need to be made. Your appraisal fee. So an appraisal is required by your lender, and that is going to determine the price of the home to make sure that they are lending on a good property, that the value is going to sustain the amount of mortgage that you're asking for them to loan for you. Appraisals can vary, but it's not a fee that you can shop around for, so you can't bring your own appraiser to the table. You're gonna go with the person that your lender is choosing or has already established that connection with through the bank. Appraisals are typically around $500. They could be less or more, so that's something you need to ask up front, possibly from your lender. How much are your appraisals, so that you have a better number of what to be prepared for. So now we have the really big numbers. Are you excited for these? Really, two main things. You have your closing costs and you have your down payment, and there is a big difference. Closing costs can typically be negotiated at the time of offer on a home. If you're doing a new construction home, a lot of times they'll pay a big bulk of your closing costs for you. Closing costs can vary, however, they are typically around 3% of the sales price of the home that you choose. Sometimes if you're buying a home, you really may need all of your closing costs paid, and a seller may not be willing to pay your closing costs, so that would determine if you would like to move forward with that deal or not. So down payment is typically around 3.5% of the sales price of the home that you chose. But that is also based upon the type of loan that you pick. So I know that you've heard about down payment assistance programs, and while they are out there, all of them have their own set of rules and qualifications that go with them, from credit score to home income, household income, community. So if you are interested in a down payment assistance program, the person that is going to be able to tell you the most about it is the lender that you choose, because that lender will have to participate in that particular program most of the time. And while there is money out there, you just have to qualify for it. So buying a home is never free. You will need to make sure that you have your earnest money, say it with me, earnest money, inspection money, appraisal money, your closing costs, and your down payment. So those are going to be the 5 major costs that are involved in the home buying process. I hope that you learned something new, that you got something out of this. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and share. Talk to you soon. Bye.
So I'm a visual learner, so I pulled an example loan document for you with a sales price of $180,000. So you see the actual loan amount is only $162,000. As you move down, you'll actually see the closing cost amount and and the cash that you need to close. And this document just gives a breakdown of exactly what your closing costs cover. And then you have the cash to close. This one shows exactly what you need to close the deal, and it also shows you the seller credits and how much the seller actually contributed to the deal, which does not look like a full 3%.
So I hope that gives you an understanding of all the money out-of-pocket expenses that you're going to need to buy a home. And I look forward to hearing from you and working with you. Talk to you soon.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned at least one thing. I look forward to connecting with you and working with you on the purchase of your next home. Talk to you soon. Bye.